Global Affairs pulling what it calls non-essential staff and their families out of the Canadian embassy in Kiev. The embassy will remain open. Canada also moving troops involved in a training mission in Ukraine to the west of the country. Now, the National Defence Minister is Anita Anand. She spoke about that meeting after Ukraine's Defence Minister in Kiev today.
The safety and security of the armed forces is my top priority at all times. And out of an abundance of caution, we are repositioning some of our troops.
Well, why now? Why not previously the last week?
We are continually monitoring the evolving and concerning situation and made a decision to move troops in that regard.
And again, that was the National Defence Minister Anita Anand speaking earlier today after meeting with Ukraine's Defence Minister in Kiev. Our CBC News senior defence reporter is Murray Brewster. He's covering Anand's visit to Ukraine, and he says Canada's offer of non-lethal aid to the country was also discussed at the ministerial meeting.
The Ukrainians have a very healthy arms industry in this country. They produce about $1.3 billion of their own weapons, but a lot of it is not high-end equipment, and that's what the Ukrainians are looking for. And so with Minister Anand having a specific list, or at least a series of asks that the government has put forward, she'll have to take it back and discuss it with Cabinet. She's been very clear right from the time the package was announced last week that lethal aid is still on the table. It still is a consideration. But this government has been very concerned about not wanting to give Russia any provocation to initiate military action here in Ukraine. Canada has 13 different locations where it is training Ukrainian troops, and some of them are west of the Dnieper River, which divides Ukraine in half. A deliberate decision was made just recently to move some of those training locations west of the Dnieper. And that's significant because the Allies have been warning Ukraine and warning the world that military action is imminent. And it's something the Ukrainians themselves have disputed. President Zelensky was on the air on Friday and saying that don't panic, it doesn't look like it's imminent. How much of that is domestic messaging for people here, wanting them not to panic? How much of it is messaging for the international financial community, because there have been ramifications there? It's not entirely clear. Now, Minister Anand met with her defense counterpart. She's meeting with security officials today, and she's going to probably try to get a better sense as to why the Ukrainians are saying that an invasion is not imminent.
Murray Brewster in Kiev, thank you.